Hi guys, Martin88 here and welcome back to another FIFA 23 video and welcome back to another tactics video here on the channel. Of course, it's Friday, start of Foot Champs. That means one thing, I am bringing you some more tactics for you. So, today we are looking at the 4-3-2-1, very attacking formation, very aggressive formation. So, let's get straight into it. Right, okay, so, here we go. So, the 4-3-2-1 is a formation a little bit like the 4-3-1-2, 4-1-2-1-2. For me, they're really aggressive formations that you would use if you want to get on the front foot. You want to get after your opponent. You know, you're the one that's taking the ball by the horns. You're going to win the game. Goals, goals, goals. Pressurise you. You know, willing to live life in the fast lane, so to speak. And definitely a formation and a style of play that I enjoy, to be honest. People always ask, what's your favourite one online? I'll be honest, my favourite is 4-3-1-2, but this would, in terms of attacking formation, this would be second on my list. They're quite similar, you know, quite central, very attacking. Right, okay, let's get into the tactics. So defensive style, always have it on balanced, okay? I can pressure quite well myself manually. If you wanted to, you could put it on pressure on heavy touch. Try it out. If you feel like, oh, I want to put some pressure on, but I'm useless at it, you have to be realistic about what that will do. So try it out if you want, but I have it on balance. Defensive width on 45. I really like to stay compact, basically, and we'll move on to that a little bit later when we go into the player instructions. Defensive depth 60, especially with like the lengthy situation on new gen. You'd have to be concerned with balls over the top, but this is the thing that I have with formations like this. If you're going to be playing attacking and you want to pressurize teams, then you're either doing it or you're not, to be honest. You can't play an attacking formation and sit back. It doesn't work. If you want to do that, you know, play 5-3-2 or a defensive style of 4-2-3-1, something like that, you know. Hope that makes sense. So, defensive depth, 60. Obviously, try and make sure that you've got some fast defenders. Will help a lot. Build-up play balance. I say this all the time. You're probably so bored of hearing me say this, but always having it on build-up play on balanced allows us to have variation. And variation is key. Keep your opponent thinking. The more that they're thinking, the more they're not sure what they're going to be doing, the more mistakes they're going to make, the more holes that they're going to leave, and you're just going to fluster them. And that's, to be honest, one of the purposes of this formation. Chance creation, direct passing. It's not just me that likes this. A lot of people like this. I know it seems boring, always including it, but for me, it's the best one. And it just pushes your players make intelligent runs with it, pushes your opponent back, allows you space to play in, and with the 4-3-2-1, where essentially they're three central midfielders, which is a rarity, that gives you a lot of space to play in, which is nice. Offensive width 50. This isn't a wide formation at all, really. So we've just left that alone. Some people might think, oh yeah, well, because it's narrow, we need to put it up to 70. Again, what's the point of playing this if you want outright width? If you want that, play 4-4-2 as an example. So leave that on 50. Players in the box, we've got on 7. Corners and free kicks, both 2. A lot of that is personal preference, to be quite honest with you. Right, into the player instructions. So it won't surprise you to hear that I've got my back four on stay back while attacking. There could be an argument to say that you could have them on balanced or maybe have them on overlap. But for me, again, it's a little bit like with the pressure. I'm quite good at getting my fullbacks to integrate into the attack when I want them to, like manually, by carrying the ball and then triggering runs of other players. And I like them to be where they should be. Otherwise, you can get into a situation where you've got 2 centre-backs. And I think as much as you want it to be attacking, this isn't all-out attack, complete suicide, you know, formation tactics. So I like to keep them on stay back while attacking, if I'm being honest with you. Right, something that I love and what makes this successful, a bit like with the 4-3-1-2. There's very, 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 very few formations where you're going to come up against 3 central midfielders. So you should have that midfield battle won. And you should always have a little bit of a spare man in there, which allows you to have like a little overload in the middle, which should allow you to push forward, etc., etc. And with having direct passing as well, where players are going to be making those probing runs and pushing your opponent back, should allow you some time to play. Fred is the central one here. I'm looking forward to potentially about trying to get his out of positions card in there. Big fan of Fred. Need to upgrade this particular version, but there we go. So stay back while attacking and cover centre, okay? Always want a defensive midfielder as your like pivot in the middle of the pitch. You know, the obvious one that would spring to mind would be like a Kante or a Vieira, that type of player, okay? When having the three across the middle, I really think it's important to have the blend. You don't want three outright attacking central midfielders. Equally, you don't want three CDMs either. You need that little bit of variety and mixture like what I've got here. So Fred's the defensive one. Renato is the middle version of that. We'll do a bit of both. And then Foden is the attacking side of things. So Renato as the right central mid and Foden as the left centre mid are both on balanced attack, cover centre. Okay, so all three of them are going to be in the middle of the pitch. That means it's really congested. It means you're going to win that central midfield battle. And also, where you've got stay back by attacking and balanced attacks, going to give a lot of protection through the middle for your defence. And I prefer to have that there, to be honest. We'll go on to the wings in a minute. So yeah, that will allow Renato and Foden to join the attack. So you've got 5 people attacking, plus your CDM sat there, and also the fullbacks will get involved a little bit as well. Right, onto the right forward and left forward. So I've got Sterling and Leon Bailey here. They're just absolutely normal, but come back on defence. So actually, when we're pinned in, so once they've got past our initial press, which hopefully they won't, but at times obviously they will, we will effectively be defending like a 5-4-1. Yeah. So it's not going to be easy for people to get past us. But when we're attacking and we lose the ball, certainly through the middle of the pitch, we have got the amount of players there to be able to go and step on your opponent's throat and hopefully try and win that ball back really quickly and high up the pitch, which of course can make for a lot of chances. Onto the central striker. Stay central, don't touch anything. Like I always say, if I've just got the one person up front, I don't change anything. If I've got 2, I'll have 1 to get in behind and 1 to come short. So yeah, guys, there we go. 4-3-2-1. Player instructions, custom tactics. Give it a whirl, see what you think. Like I said, these tactics aren't always for everyone, but if you're somebody that thinks, yeah, I enjoy 4-3-2-1, then give it a try. Okay? But guys, that is going to be it for today. Please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.